one true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, Trudeau ugly. Yeah, he ugly.
Okay, Kevin Proto here with Locals Supporting Locals and Watchdog Media, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just go to the bottom there, subscribe. It's Kevin Proto. So yeah, it's January 5th. We're here in Kelowna again, and the protest rallies are still going. The Yellow Vest movement. It's getting much bigger now, particularly in Alberta, because they just got hit with their carbon tax, and it's outrageous. There's a farmer down there that she's on the outskirts of Calgary. She just got her bill, and I think it's roughly around $500 with all the taxes, distribution, and all that. Then they have the carbon levy tax, and it's an additional $336 roughly here. And so now her bill is $800. So apparently in BC, we're going to get hit again in March. So we're not going to see it right away, but it's going to come out. And trust me, it's going to be on everything. And so, like, the rallies, and why a lot of people are gathered here is, number one is the UN Migration Pact, because that's going to allow 53, again, third world migrants to come into Canada. So if we get too many third world country people coming into a first world, it's going to get turned into a first world, right? And then the big one is the carbon tax. So we want both of these things gone. And of course we want Trudeau gone. But at the same token, is Scheer really going to be the answer? I don't think so. I think we've already had the Conservatives in power. They were all part of destroying Canada, get rid of Harper. But it seems that Andrew Scheer seems to change his platform after whatever Mad Max Bernier has to say. They switch it, you know, and let's remember, at the end of the day, these are politicians. So Trudeau, we already got all the lies that Trudeau said from when he got elected. So I don't, aside from the legalization of marijuana, which is a big fiasco that he did, I mean, he's lied about everything. So if Scheer gets in there, it could be the same bloody thing, and I'm thinking it will be. So anyway, so we're going to go around. We're going to see what the updates are with people here, because again, the revolution will not be televised, right? So you got to get out here. Don't just look on Facebook, but do share these videos so that people see what's going on and why we're here. So yeah, we've been meeting here at 11 o'clock at the Burger King on Highway 97 here at 11 a.m. And so it's 11 a.m. across BC and across Canada. So get out there and join and look for a march that's happening near you. We got to get rid of these taxes, folks. We're going to be poor, man. Okay, so we're here with Karen and Heather here. I noticed you got your flag upside down here. What does that mean?
Well, it's the international symbol for distress.
We want to let everyone know that our country is in distress. It's not just a little group movement with not much behind it. Like, we are in trouble, and if we keep going this way, we're really going to pay for it. We already are with carbon tax. You're seeing it with UN Pact right now.
Well, I mean, in Alberta, like, that's what we've been talking about with the other two over here, and I mean, they're getting their bills in Alberta, and you're seeing it's like $500, and then the carbon tax on top of it, another $300. Like, who's going to be able to afford that?
Being milked dry.
People haven't experienced it yet, and it's about to hit them. Australia had it for 2 years and then threw it out. What does that say?
We're supposed to learn from other people's mistakes, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
So you have any other concerns that you want to?
Yes. Illegal immigration needs to stop. Canadians have to come first. We pay the taxes here, and we should be getting something for it, but instead we get nothing. And then all these people who are not even refugees to begin with are sucking it out of our system. It's being done intentionally to collapse our country.
Absolutely.
And Trudeau's just looking for an opportunity to call martial law.
Absolutely.
He's a traitor, and I would be happy to see him hang.
Or as the French, I mean, I've said this many times, we start building guillotines beside our city halls. And when the councillors or the staff, the head staff, not the, come out and I ask you, like, what are you doing? Don't be concerned unless your name gets called, you know?
Yeah, well,
You know, I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to go French here, but yeah, I mean, it's sad, like you just said with the refugees. You know, some of them are claiming to be kids, and they're like 20, 30 years old, and
they're men of fighting age mostly. They should be fighting to fix their own countries. And this is nothing. This is nothing short of an invasion. The real refugees are the South African Boers. They're being attacked and viciously. The farm attacks are atrocious, just brutal, brutal hatred. We don't see that kind of thing in this country. There's no
and we don't want to see it either, so
no,
we need to stop it.
So we need to keep Sharia law out.
Yes, absolutely.
Sharia law does not belong in Canada. And I'm sorry, Islam doesn't belong either because their values are so opposed
well, it's an
to
ideology.
what we're all about.
It's not even a religion.
It's not a religion, it's a political ideology.
It is very political.
Well,
otherwise, what's with Sharia law?
Well, that's it. I mean, like the part that I have a serious problem, and I'm not even a woman here, is like the mutilation of women, you know? And as well, I mean, the sad part is a lot of the LGBTQ, RT, YZ,
they're going to be the first to go.
Exactly, but they're still defending it right now, calling us racist for not wanting, and it's like, are you reading it? You need to truly read that.
Ignorance will be our downfall.
Absolutely.
We need to really, really do our homework, get informed. But I don't like what I've seen in the UK, in Sweden, in Germany. We need to look to our other international brothers and sisters, and their countries are just failing big time. And that's going to be us. And Trudeau's accelerating that. He just wants to hasten us. He wants to tie us in first place in Sweden, I guess.
I know, and he's... There we go.
Attitude there, but...
But I mean, like I know there's a gathering going on in Kamloops on the 9th, because Trudeau's coming to town, and
in Kamloops, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully there's going to be a big turnout. It looks like I'll be going as well. Yeah, so if I get this video out in time, if not, you know, it doesn't matter. But if you see this video, if you can get out to Kamloops and show the numbers, we definitely like to tell Trudeau what we think of him. So if you can get down there, I think it starts, he's supposed to be there around 11-ish, and it's at the Coast Hotel. Yeah, so if you can get down there, look online, don't take me for everything, my word for everything here, but Google it, Facebook it, there is event pages for it, so get out there for it. And there's also the convoy that's going across Canada to Ottawa. There's different fractions there because some are about just about the pipelines, and then others are about
all of it.
Yeah, the carbon tax, the immigration pact, and all this migration here. So, but that's another one. If you can get in, I know a lot of the truckers are going to be looking to have seats for people that want to go down and join this. So, yeah, it's going to rock. Yeah, I know. Well, it's going to take about 5 days or something like that to get across.
Right.
Okay, so we're here with Erin, and so we're back again here. It's January 5th. I think this is our 4th rally now, and I just want to get some of your feedback here. We're seeing some of the Albertans getting their carbon tax coming in now, and like I said at the intro here, the bill was initially $500, and then with the carbon tax another $300, so the bill came out to $800. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's just, I mean, I've said it to a lot of people before, it's like you're taxing a gas that's an essential need for life on planet Earth. It's an empty tax, it's just to line pockets. They're so out of control with their spending, they need more taxes, they can need any tax they can get to spend, right? To spend more money. So that's my feelings on it. It's just to line the pockets of the 1%. Trudeau's part of it.
I have to say, same token, I mean, we got 53 million migrants that they want to bring in. They got to find the money somewhere. Yeah, so it's all on our dime.
Yep.
So I mean, what is they're not giving extra money to the vets pensions.
That's right.
But they're using it for the migrants. So they're actually taking care of the people coming in to Canada and not taking care of the ones that actually like are vets, you know, that fought in the wars.
It's just part of globalism right now. Just down in the States, instead of the House Democrats, instead of they want to fund the wall or for border security, no, they want billions and billions for foreign aid though. So it's just more globalism on its face, right? Let's not take care of us, let's take care of the other nations. So that's why I feel Trudeau needs to be out, because he's a globalist. He's not for Canada, he's not for, you know, national sovereignty. And saying me being a nationalist isn't me being a white nationalist. Me being a nationalist is being a patriot, a person who loves their country. I'm for Canada first, I'm for the vets, I'm for the homeless, I'm for the, you know, the orphans. You know what I mean? And I'm for immigrants that want to come here legally, like my parents did.
Yes,
you know
yes. I mean, Canada is built on immigration. We got all different cultures all across Canada.
I work with a fellow right now from Ukraine, and he spent $10,000 this year, and he spent $10,000 last year, so he can come to work in this country and pay taxes.
There you go.
Okay? So he sends his money to his family, and he spends money here to live, obviously. He's got to pay to play. Those people don't have to pay to play. They just come in. And it's a Cloward and Piven move. You guys look up Cloward and Piven. They basically set it up so it's a clash of civilization. They bring in the people that need, and then they just tear down society with spending.
Well, that's what we see. Like we see it with the Swiss. Like the no-go zones, the rape gangs, Tommy Robinson.
Sweden.
Sweden. Yeah. I mean, but Tommy Robinson. I mean, look at him. He was reporting on it, and how 26 of them got charged, and he wound up getting thrown in jail.
Yeah, and those child sex trafficking rings.
Yeah,
cops are involved and everything. It's brutal, man. It's a world. You got to remember, like this world isn't run by angels. Everybody's all these communists and all these socialists. They're like, oh, it'll just be a great time if everybody just pays for everybody else. Yeah, if angels were running this society, no, we're full of criminals, right?
Yes.
So that's why you get, like, you know, 60 million dead in China from communism, and 40 or whatever it was in Russia. I mean, that's what communism and socialism bring. They bring death, starvation.
Yes.
Right? Look at Venezuela right now.
Oh, that's
they're eating zoo animals. Right, and that's because of globalism. That's because that's what they want to push. They want to push that everybody gets their fair share, like Bernie Sanders says. Everybody gets their fair share. Well, Margaret Thatcher said socialism is great until you run out of spending other people's money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Trudeau is. He's just a plan to push us to the brink of he just wants to bankrupt Canada. So we have to become part of like a EU or something, right?
Well, that's it. They got the European Union, and then they want the North American Union, where they get Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. in there. And
100%.
Yes, absolutely.
It's pretty unfortunate that we have to be out here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to be at home with my kids right now.
Yeah, I know.
But I have to show up. I have to keep showing up, because I want change. I want real change. I want real change, and it's almost like a conservative rollback change where I want our country to be like it used to be. You know what I mean? Not all this.
We were rated #1 for so many years in a row, and like where are we now? Like 18. Like so we're here with Dawn, and we moved into January now. The carbon tax is hitting Alberta.
Yeah, what changed carbon tax? It's here now.
Yeah, I mean, what was the farmer's bill? That's the $500, $536, and then another $300 separate for the carbon tax. But the one thing I like is how she's actually saying, I'm not going to pay that portion of the bill. And I think that's something that needs to catch on.
Yeah, really.
Right across Alberta, BC, Canada, everybody say we're not paying that portion of the bills.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear that, but I mean, where do you even start with carbon tax? My goodness, it's not even, we're being taxed for what we're breathing out. It's something that is needed by every living tree and vegetation, so it's absurd. There we go, all right.
But I mean, like, we got the UN coming in here, and I was running for city council, and I went to some of those meetings there, and they got people in fear mode when it comes to the climate. So by paying this carbon tax, people feel like they're saving the planet, right?
Well, and it'd be different if the money was actually doing something in regards to cleaning something. But it's just going in general commerce and being spent. It's just more money being wasted by the government, so we can give more money away. It's not doing anything. People can't realize that money is not being spent anything green on this planet.
Well, initially when they talked about the carbon tax, and I remember way back then, and they wanted carbon tax and carbon credits. It was supposed to go to creating alternative energies.
Offsetting, right? You're
Yes,
right. Carbon credits offsetting, yeah.
But I did an interview with NDP, I forget his name now, he was very much opposed to the fracking up in, I forget his name now, but anyways, I said to him, you know, I says, so we're going to give that money to create a company that creates alternative energy who's going to charge us for our energy. I said, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are we paying somebody to come and charge us for that, you know? So, I mean, I think there should be alternative energy companies, but we shouldn't be funding that because we're going to pay for that.
What's up? It's me, your pal, Peace Bud. Today I would like to introduce to you the future of renewable energy sources for America and the planet. My friend, the cannabis plant. A great deal of propaganda has been created to slander this totally beneficial plant. But did you know that the evolution of human society has depended on this wonderful plant for centuries? Cannabis hemp has been used throughout history to make fabrics, rope, and paper. It is completely renewable, easy to propagate, and it produces high yields in almost any environment. Cannabis is the only plant that can support the energy needs of our economy. Did you know that our cars were originally intended to run on a cannabis-based fuel source called ethanol? Henry Ford's original Model T was built from plastics made out of hemp. The vehicle was to run on a hemp-based ethanol fuel, which was grown on Mr. Ford's property. He figured hemp would completely take care of his newly emerging automobile industry. But as the Industrial Revolution grew, and new chemicals and mechanical processes became possible, other industries stepped in to dictate what the new resource for the 20th century would be. The Rockefellers worked hard to establish relationships with Middle Eastern oil monarchies, smudging the dream of ethanol. Combined with the DuPont's new chemical processes to create plastics from oil, paper from wood, and a new type of synthetic rope called nylon. And in 1938, by request of big oil companies such as the DuPonts and the Rockefellers, cannabis was outlawed in the United States. We now live in the outcome of the Industrial Revolution, and our machines have become reliant on oil. Now we have to reconfigure our world, or slip into darkness. Oil is an economy based on death. Its pursuit has caused nothing but wars and inequities, for the oil industry harvests the ancient remains of dead animals, while a fuel economy based on growing cannabis is one of life and creation. The situation our world is in because of oil is absurd. Join me in the new revolution of the 21st century. Legalize cannabis and create a new era of peace, prosperity, and renewable energy.
Funds anything. I mean, look at Solarium. Was it Solarium that Obama funded for $500 million, and they ended up buying property to his $200 million place in Thailand? They just confiscated. I mean, this is just money wasted that we put on. The people think we're doing something good. It's not going to anything good. It's not going to anything good.
Well, let's look at the electric cars, for example. Everybody thinks they're saving the environment by getting an electric car. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, there's got to be a power plant somewhere close by that's burning some type of fuel so you can charge your battery.
Well, that's lithium, according to the lithium.
Well, and lithium is a great thing, it really is. But boy, getting rid of lithium is an absolute disaster. Oh, we got to nobody giving us the finger. He must be a libtard that's never worked in his life, paid tax on, and going to college and learning about socialism. Go to Venezuela.
Well, yeah, it's the waste. Where do we do with the lithium waste? So
absolutely horrendous.
I mean, how many times? Like I've seen a number of inventors now that came out with the water cars. where you can just go get a puddle of water and put it in your car. And you need very little, but they suppress that technologies. You know, so if they were really honest about wanting to save the planet, let's go
Tired
with
of
that.
pumping expensive gasoline into your car? Well, one Japanese company reveals an eco-friendly car that runs on water. Using the company's generating system, water is converted into electrical power. Let's take a look at this amazing development.
All you need is a liter of water, any kind of water to be exact, whether it's river, rain, seawater, or even Japanese tea. Genepax unveiled a car that runs on water in the western Japanese city of Osaka. They say it's an electric-powered car that runs solely on hydrogen dioxide.
The main characteristic of this car is that no external input is needed. The car will continue to run as long as you have a bottle of water inside for you to add from time to time.
According to Japanese broadcaster TV Tokyo, once the water is poured into a water tank at the back of the car, the newly invented energy generator takes out the hydrogen from the water, releases electrons, and finally generates electric power.
We highly recommend our system since it does not require you to build up an infrastructure to recharge your batteries, which is usually the case for most electric cars.
According to Genepax, 1 liter of water keeps the car running for about an hour at a speed of 80 kilometers or 50 miles an hour. The company has just applied for a patent and is hoping to collaborate with Japanese automobile manufacturers to mass manufacture their invention in the very near future.
Tesla invented his motor a long time ago. The real Tesla, not Tesla.
The real everything's been hijacked, eh?
Right. But that's the shadow government. That's the elitist. It's not even our government. I mean, Trudeau's a puppet. Sorry, he's just a puppet.
I know.
He's under mind control. He's a puppet. He answers to pick your poison. What Bilderberger? What?
Well, the
Watchdog,
Power Corporation is that's behind that, and it leads right to the Bilderbergs.
I mean, follow the money. That's where it goes to. So I mean, what is Trudeau? I mean, you can't. He's just a puppet. I mean, when he's talking, the lights aren't on. I mean, the lights aren't on. Sorry. So,
do you think that because I'm not a supporter of any party politics, they don't they toe the party line. So like when like Andrew Scheer, he pulled the whip when it came to the Paris Accord and had everybody vote in favor of it.
I agree. And when we had the G7 meeting, I mean, Scheer was with Trudeau on that. And I'm going, you got to be kidding me. So Scheer either got, you got Trudeau that's got basically no balls. Scheer might have one, but it's awful tiny. I mean, somebody's. I don't.
Well, because a lot of people think the Conservatives are going to switch it. They're nationalists.
And I hope they do. But right now, there's nothing pointing. I mean, Bernier is doing something good. But I don't know. He's got the power. Or maybe he needs. Bernier is addressing the issues, the key issues.
Well, you notice how Scheer changes his platform every time he listens to Bernier.
Right, because he's getting traction, and maybe he will. If that's what it takes, then okay. But Scheer, grow a pair. Help this country. This country is, the girl's got the sign, that Canadian flag upside down means distress. This ship is sinking. And there ain't much time left. I mean, across the border, everything is going in the right direction. This side of the border, my goodness.
Well, the Democrats are taking back over soon, so it's going to go down.
Well, but he still owns the Senate. He's got the Senate, and nothing can get passed without the Senate, so
it's going to be a gong show. I mean, Pelosi becoming the Speaker of the House again.
She can't even speak.
She can't even speak?
My goodness.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was alcohol or not.
She's going to be like that what's that movie, Bernie... Weekend at Bernie's, where they got the get her waving, hey, Nancy.
Was it straight? So thank you, it's great. It's great. Everybody.
Canadians wake up. Canadians wake up.
What's your name?
Garrett.
What are you here for?
I'm here for support Canada. Take care of Canada first.
What's your name?
Same reason. Canada first.